Hey, what's up, YouTube? And welcome to my floor. So, we're gonna do something I generally don't like to do. I generally don't like unboxing videos, but I know that there are a number of people that are anxious to see this Batman game from Monolith. This was a Kickstarter that was, I want to say, a couple of years ago. And I threw a bunch of money at it. And like you're supposed to do with a Kickstarter, you throw a bunch of money at it, then you pretend like you threw all that money in a fire. Then one day you get overwhelmed by a bunch of boxes on your doorstep. Now there was a giant box at my door today, and I brought it inside, and then I went and picked up some food for my family. And my wife opened up the box while I was out, and she found out that it was the Kickstarter. So congratulations for you to finding out that was a Kickstarter. But anyways. We're not going to unbox every component here because there's quite a bit. I went in whole hog on this Kickstarter, but I do want to show you guys some of the components. I know very little about the game. Full disclosure, I backed it. I was like, well, if I don't like the game, it's a nice little investment. I'll paint through it. I'll sell it, whatever. But let's see. Let's give it a shot. So, a couple of things that were just loose in the box, the giant box that came, little advert for their Kickstarter Season 2 coming out on June 4th. Am I going to do that? Brr, depends on what happens here and how much I like this. It looks like we got an additional Batman dice pack. I don't remember, maybe there were faulty dice in the set, I forget. Maybe they're just being nice. I have a feeling there might have been some misprinted dice that happens in Kickstarters. And then there's this you get another separate adventure here, an arranged marriage with some separate cards, some game boards, and a booklet. So cool little additional scenario there. The main game is the Gotham City Chronicles. This is a semi-co-op game, 2 to 4 players. All players play the heroes except for one player. This is essentially controlling the villains. So that's the main game here. This is probably where we will live most of our life as we play through and paint through. Then there's also the villains version of the same game. So similar mechanics to the Conan board game. Again, semi-co-op. I believe this time the players are playing villains, and one player plays heroes. So for me, I'll play the villains when we're playing. I'll play the villains when we're playing the main set. And then I gotta play. Then somebody else has gotta play the cops, because I gotta play. Man, please tell me Catman or somebody's in this game that I want to play, because it's dope. Anyway, so you get all that. Then you get some additional components here for the Gotham City Chronicles game. Most of these have additional scenarios, booklets, and additional miniatures. So you get that sucker. That's a big... These are big boxes, by the way. This is no chump stuff, man. Then you get... I don't even know... You get this one with the dope T-Rex. You get the Arkham Asylum set. And then this is just the Batmobile. And the stat cards on the Batmobile. So, alright. So that's the gist of the... Oh my god, Kickstarter. I'm going to pause this here, and we're going to have a closer look at this, which is, really going to be the main box for all intents and purposes. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and open this bad boy. I probably shouldn't if I want to sell it as like a shrink-wrapped, make a few $100 off the top and just call it a day, right? Just flip it. I'm not doing that, though. You know me. I gotta at least find out if I like the minis, if we're going to paint it. I mean, we're in this deep, we might as well start painting this. As you guys know, I did play the Batman miniatures game by Night Models for quite a while, and this game came out, and we're like, oh, let's check this out. We can play the board game and the miniatures game. Now, this game, I believe, also features a 2-player head-to-head miniatures game mode. Oh, wow, that's pretty sexy. Look at this. Look at this print. That's pretty hot, man. I like that. Yeah, so we got that. That's cool. And you got a rule book here. This is looks like a 57-page rule book. right? Sorry, 59-page rule book. It's okay quality. Feels, decent quality on the rule book. Good color photos on the inside and all that. All that jazz, you guys know. Got diagrams and all this. I'll let one of my other friends figure out the rules. Just kidding. No, of course. But I'm going to paint first, guys. You know this. The missions booklet. So this is going to have all your scenarios in there. Pretty dope. This game looks like it's going to have quite the setup, right? I mean, this is going to be your evening if you're playing this. Another set of dice. These are your cubes, like your generation cubes and all that kind of stuff. Cool. Looks like this is an equipment deck. Pretty sweet. And you pull that out. Looks like these are miniatures. We'll get to that in just a second. We'll get to it in a second. That's like my main part when I watch unboxing videos. Just show me the minis. What are you going to do? This looks like cool little foam here in the bottom. But you got all like your, these are like your control cards for each playable character. And probably the thugs. And you got the cool little foam insert there. Here's all like so you basically, when you're playing your character, this is like your full-blown controller, right? Then you pop that character card in here, and you do all your activation stuff there. That's slick, baby. And the cardboard's nice and thick. It's good stuff. Good stuff. It's the good stuff, people. And then you got some game boards here. Looks like some of these fold. It's not all one piece, but it looks like two major game boards here. Super nice material. You know how they do. It's pretty sexy. Let's put all this. Did I do it right? You gotta go like this. You probably shouldn't let me do board games because I'm not the most organized person. Yeah, paint it. Like, you want me to paint this stuff, but you need, like, the organized person to deal with all this. Put that there. And then, let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. I'm going to pause real quick, okay? Alright. So, now we're going to go... Now, we're into the money part. So we're going to open up the first box of miniatures. I am not going to open up these other boxes, yo. I am sorry. I know you want to see some sculpts, but you have to watch my channel. We'll be painting all this. You'll see. You'll all see. Okay, so this looks like this set here is all thugs and goons and whatnot. It looks like the blue is the police. Yellow. It's like just like a regular thug or something. Maybe he's like just a homeless dude. I don't know. There's like 4 of those dudes. I think they're just bystanders. Then you got this lady here wearing sensible shoes. She's doing her thing. Let's have a look at scale. This is what the miniature folks want to know. What is the scale on this game? It looks like, and look, I got my lovely Emma Frost here from Night Models, their metal miniature range. And let's see what we got. So, it looks like, I'm just putting their bases like this. It looks like their bases are 30mm bases. Already pretty sexy on board with that. Even the same height. So scale is great. Look at that. They're right there, dude. You could run that right next to your Night Model stuff. I am stoked, dude. You could rebase the whole set. Am I going to do it? Probably the heroes. Maybe the heroes. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the heroes, but there's a lot of minis, yo. So I don't know that I want to do all of that. But you got some, it looks like, so you got 4 of these homeless dudes or just whatever bystanders. You got 4 of these ladies in the sensitive footwear and the big bag purses. Then you got some police. You got 4 of these baton police. Then you got 4 of these SWAT guys. Hurt. We'll just batch paint all this stuff. And you got 4 of these. This looks like the bomb squad guys. Hey, look out! Like those guys. And you got 4 of these like drones. I I don't have like a voice graphic for drones. Then you got the regular beat cops, right? So you got this guy. Just hold it right there, buddy. Like that guy with the baton. You got 4 of them dudes. You got 4 of this guy. He looks like he's about to... He's just holding his revolver up to his throat. Which is... I don't even know if that's like the best combat stance, but we'll see. So, we got those. Let's see what else comes in this. These carrying cases are dope, man. Let's pop this out. Oh, and then here we go. Now we got some stuff here. So this looks like the heroes. You got this is more like, I think this is more like the Frank Miller Batman, because you see he's kind of a chunkier Batman. Look, the cloak there. You got, this is going to be your all intents and purposes Batman. Now these sculpts are pretty good. They're pretty good. For one-piece plastic, they're pretty sexy. A little cleanup has to happen there. It's like, actually, it looks like almost like a spot of glue. But, and these bases are actually, there's a slight stone texture to them. So you don't have to rebase these if you don't want to. I don't know. For me, it might be easier if I don't. Just to see if I can keep this. There's a cow with a bat cape, as you do. You have a cow with a bat cape. Then you got Catwoman. They're okay. The sculpts are all right. They'll paint up just fine, it looks like. And they're nice and clean. The detail's fine. It's a little ambitious in areas, so you may want to use some of your lighter, like airbrush and glazing techniques, inking, to kind of get the most out of the detail that is there. You know, granted, if you're a board gamer, you're gonna just lose your ass on this, like at how nice these miniatures are, right? These are miniature grade miniatures, and what I mean by that is like dudes like us that be painting like really high quality miniatures all the time are like, yeah, okay, I can roll with that. That's what I'm saying. Cause a lot of board gamers are like, oh, these miniatures look like super great, and then I paint them and I'm like, they alright. But these are good. That Batgirl. The poses are actually really nice, and I'm gonna forgive you for that tactical rock. I'm gonna forgive you for that rock. I do not like tactical rock. You know, as I'm always complaining about my feed. Just pretty cool dynamic poses here. Now, what else do we got here? Got a lot of different poses. Got several Batmans. You got, look at that flaming sword. Pretty sick. You got some arrow action there. I do not like this extra thing on the base. Not a fan of that, but all good. Then you got, you just have a lot of different Batmans. So I might have to like refer to artwork. I believe this is Damian Wayne. I don't think this is Young Dick. This is Damian, it looks like. Cause you get the whole Bat fam here. So you got young Damian there. You got now you got Dick. He as Nightwing. And you got I don't even know, man. Batman fans are gonna be mad. Like, you said her name, man. I don't know. But we got cool stuff. But look at this. Look at Jason Todd going off, man. Somebody pissed off Jason. Look at this. And I think these minis, this is just the base set. So my initial goal is going to be to paint through the base set, play the base set. If I like the base set, then we're all in. We're just going to keep rocking the rest of these, because I do want to play villains. Villains looks like way dope. I think I'm going to like villains more than this set, to be honest with you. Let's do some quick math here. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32 on the first tray. And here we got 4. We'll call that 4 because it's, no, we won't. 4, 7, 10, 14, 16, 20, 25. So 25 on this tray, 32 on that tray. So we're looking at 57 miniatures for the base set. That's pretty hot, right? That's right there with like those other games that I won't name because I back their Kickstarters and they're bad. But this is that's a good mix for miniatures, and I'm pretty excited, man. I'll just start batch painting through these guys. Do they have? I don't even check. No, they do actually. Everybody kind of has that little. They all have a little bit of texture on their bases, which is pretty hot. So I will probably just work through this first tray and just tackle it that way. All right, so that's gonna do it for this video. I know we wanted to see more. I know, but guys, like watch the rest of my channel. I will keep posting stuff. All right. I gotta finish some Relic Blade and maybe do a little bit of Guild Ball before we really jump into this. But who knows, man? Might jump into this earlier rather than later. So that's gonna do it for this video. I want to thank everyone for watching. Have a good one, guys, and just stay tuned, man. We're gonna do more of this. Thanks.